You need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Trait is high key.
Get on with it!
GamerPoets strives to create the most informative and easy-to-navigate tutorials available, driven by viewer feedback and contribution. What some would do in multiple videos, we do in one. Since the videos are packed full of so much information, a lot of which the general viewer may not even care to know, navigation is provided to accommodate the individual as much as possible. Navigation is appropriately labeled within the sidebar via annotations to each major section. Occasionally, if and when it's needed, a sliding tray will drop down from the top right of the user interface. This has been implemented to allow viewers to skip over information that does not pertain to them in a progressive manner without having to check the video description or without having to guess while dragging on the timeline. However, the video description does provide navigation to every section of the tutorial step by step, and I recommend that it be utilized on subsequent viewings. Finally, video platforms such as YouTube are subject to change. The GamerPoets video interface has been organized in a way that hopes to weather future amendments within the platform. Though, the older this video gets, the more potential there is for the annotations to be hindered. Created by Four's new idols in Skyrim, otherwise known as FNIS, is a tool that comes with a large, yet easy-to-use, set of animation behaviors to allow you to create your own animation mod, tailored specifically to your personal load order, as well as to be able to utilize a large number of animation mods from various sources all over the internet. FNIS also provides a few important fixes that many of the most popular animation mods need to function seamlessly throughout your playthrough. Beyond some basic and some not so basic character animations, NPCs can benefit from this tool, and there are additional FNIS packages that allow you to utilize different magic animations as well as to allow for different creature and animal animations. FNIS is both the foundation and the finalization of some of the greatest and most widely used animation mods in existence. It even allows for gender-specific animation. As Four's new idols in Skyrim deserves a much more elaborate introduction, it truly does not need one. This is one of those mods that not only finds a permanent home in the load order of everyone modding Skyrim, but it allows for a great deal of other must-have mods to do the same. Without FNIS, Skyrim would still be dancing the robot instead of the Harlem Shake. A huge thank you from all of us in the GamerPoets community to Four for bringing Skyrim modding to a whole new animated level that would have been impossible without him. Some general questions. Yes. However, if using Mod Organizer, you may run into some issues, and I will do my best to mention as much about this as I am capable of in the troubleshooting section of this guide. If you have been having any issues, you may want to watch that section of the guide first. After any mods that require it to be after them, and before any mods that require FNIS to be loaded before them. FNIS has no specific load order placement when run by itself. You need to be aware of the other mods that you have installed and their requirements. The largest issue that I have found and read about when updating FNIS is that users are not completely uninstalling older versions of it. Before installing the latest version, be sure to completely remove all files from a previous install. This also means to remove shortcuts both on your desktop and inside of your mod manager, as they will point to the old version. You want to treat FNIS as if it was never installed on your system to begin with and start fresh. View the Uninstall FNIS section of this guide. There are some short, step-by-step instructions, which you can now see on screen, within the FNIS mods page description. Compatibility. FNIS is not compatible with any mod that modifies behavior files. However, 4 has added numerous patches for these types of mods directly into FNIS from mod authors who have asked to work with him. If you are a mod author who modifies these files, contact 4 so that he can help you make your mod compatible with FNIS. Not initially compatible, but removing the behavior/mt_behavior.hkx file from AP and then running the FNIS generator will allow the two to work together. Packs and add-ons. FNIS Creature Pack, available on the FNIS Nexus page, is not required for FNIS to work. However, it allows for animals and creatures to be capable of accepting new animations and will not hurt to have it installed even if not using it. Some mods that use FNIS as a foundation will require that you have this installed. FNIS Spells, also available on the FNIS Nexus page, is not required for FNIS to work either. However, it allows for a large part of what FNIS provides on its own to function and is necessary for not only some fun moments, but for any video creator serious about creating good Skyrim content. As with the Creature Pack, even if you do not use the spells, having them installed will not hurt your game in any form. Some mods that use FNIS as a foundation will require that you have this installed. If you do not have this installed, FNIS will generate an error message after running the FNIS generator and provide you with a link to download Microsoft.NET 4.0 or whichever version is needed at the time of its execution. FNIS requires that you either have the game installed outside of the Program Files and Program Files 86 folders, and/or that you have given the Skyrim directories full administrative permissions. Whatever you choose, keep in mind that FNIS must be installed inside of the Skyrim directory. There is a link in the video description to a video on how to adjust UAC settings if you need help. Apply the information within the video to the Skyrim game folder. Navigate to nexusmods.com/Skyrim/mods/11811. Open Files. Locate the most recent main files version of FNIS behavior. Select the large Download with Manager button. Note, you do not need the next two files that we are going to download for 4's new idols to work. However, installing these additional files will not hurt your game in any form, even if you do not utilize them. The only users that I would suggest to not download these are those who know with complete certainty that they will not need them and are approaching their plugin limit. Information regarding the following files was given during the pre-installation section of this guide. Scroll down to the optional files. Locate the most recent FNIS Spells add-on. Select the Download with Manager button. Still within the optional files, locate the most recent FNIS Creature Pack. Select Download with Manager. Nexus Mod Manager users, feel free to skip to the next subsection of the guide by selecting the button at the top right of the screen. Mod Organizer users, open Mod Organizer. Open the Downloads tab. Double-click the FNIS Behavior Archive. At the Install Mods window, right-click the FNIS Behavior checkbox option. Select Set Data Directory. Right-click the Data checkbox option. Set Data Directory. Select OK. Activate the FNIS Behavior checkbox at the bottom of Mod Organizer's left pane. Back in the Downloads tab, double-click the FNIS Spells Archive. At the Install Mods window, right-click the FNIS Spells checkbox option. Set Data Directory. Right-click the Data checkbox option. Set Data Directory. Select OK. Activate the FNIS Spells checkbox at the bottom of Mod Organizer's left pane. For a last time in the Downloads tab, double-click the FNIS Creature Pack Archive. At the Install Mods window, right-click the FNIS Creature Pack checkbox option, Set Data Directory. Right-click the Data checkbox option, Set Data Directory. Select OK. Activate the FNIS Creature Pack checkbox at the bottom of Mod Organizer's left pane. In the right pane, open the Data tab. Scroll down to and expand the Tools folder. Expand Generate FNIS for Users. Right-click Generate FNIS for Users.exe. Select Add as Executable. At the Enter Name window, you can change the name to anything that you like. Select OK. FNIS will now be run from the drop-down menu next to the Run button. Mod Organizer users, feel free to skip to the next main section of the guide. Nexus Mod Manager users, open NMM. Open the Mods tab. Double-click the FNIS Behavior mod. Double-click the FNIS Spells mod. Double-click the FNIS Creature Pack. If at any point you are asked to overwrite, select Yes to all. If at any point you are asked to update, select No to all. Open the Plugins tab. Assure that the FNIS ESP and the FNIS Spells ESP are both activated. Refresh Nexus Mod Manager. You may have to close it and then reopen it to do so. Select the drop-down arrow next to the supported tools icon. You will now launch FNIS from here by selecting the FNIS icon to run the generator. Now that FNIS has been installed, we can run the generator to get both For's new idols and all of the mods that you have installed which require FNIS working. Launch FNIS from within your mod manager of choice. After launching FNIS, the Generate FNIS for Users window will open. In the header you will notice links to a few mods. These mods were created by For himself and both require and work flawlessly alongside FNIS. To the right, you can choose which language you speak to better understand the options within. Here you are being told what version of FNIS you are running, as well as when to generate the FNIS patch. More will be shown here in a moment. Gender-specific animations. Skyrim only defines a handful of animations as being specific to male and female. However, some mods exist, such as XP32's new animation pack, Dual Sun's Pretty Combat Idols, and Nonokuro-san's female animation pack that add animations to work specifically and/or differently for each gender. For mods like these to work, you need to activate this checkbox before running FNIS. Skeleton Arm Fix. Needs to be activated when using XPMS, TBBP, and CHS-BHC skeleton models. It will also work alongside .NIF and .HKX models with complete and proper definition. If using any of the mentioned skeleton models, be sure to activate this checkbox to fix arm animation glitches that may arise with them. The rest of the patches are for specific mods that they are listed for. If you have any of the mods which patches are provided for, be sure to activate the checkboxes for those that you need. After you have made all of your patch selections, select the large Update FNIS Behavior button. The message window will wipe itself clear of the information that was there when first opening the generator, and will provide you with some step-by-step output of what FNIS has done. When you receive the message regarding the number of animations and the amount of mods that have been successfully included, you can move on to the next step. Consistence Check. Select this button when the behavior has finished generating. This allows FNIS to perform an optional check to see if new mods have any defined inconsistencies. When finished, select Exit. Choose whether or not you would like FNIS to place a shortcut to itself on your desktop. I'd recommend to continue running FNIS through your mod manager. Nexus Mod Manager users are now finished. Mod Organizer users need to scroll to the bottom of the left pane, right-click the Overwrite mod, select Create Mod. Name the mod something along the lines of FNIS Patch or FNIS Output and place it directly after, higher in priority, than the other FNIS mods. This mod that we just created are all of the files that the FNIS generator created when just running it. All programs run through Mod Organizer will have their output placed here unless specified otherwise. If you recreate the patch in the future, you will need to drag the new files in the Overwrite mod that will appear there after running the FNIS generator again into this new output mod, overwriting the old files. Launch Skyrim. Dismiss any followers that you may have with you and unequip all equipment. Save the game to a new save slot and quit to desktop. Launch FNIS. Select Deinstall Creatures. Select Yes at the pop-up window. Allow FNIS a couple of minutes to remove all of the animations for the animals and creatures. When you receive the FNIS Creature Behavior Deinstalled message, select Exit. In your mod manager, locate and delete the FNIS files that we have previously installed. FNIS Behaviors, FNIS Spells, and FNIS Creature Pack. Mod Organizer users also delete the FNIS Output mod. Nexus Mod Manager users navigate to Skyrim, Data, Meshes, Actors, Character, Behaviors, and delete 0_master.hkx and mt_behavior.hkx if those files still exist. Arrow back to the character folder and open the character's females folder, and delete default female.hkx if it still exists. Arrow back to meshes. Delete animations set data single file.txt if it still exists. And finally, arrow back to the data folder and delete any FNIS ESPs that are still there. All users. Uninstall all other mods that are in your load order that require FNIS to work. After doing so, launch Skyrim one final time. Load the previous save that we made a moment ago. Create another new save, being sure to use a new save slot. This is the file that you will use from here on out to play the game. Some mods that require FNIS to function need to be installed before you run the generator, while others need to be loaded afterwards. Read the mod pages that require FNIS and follow their instructions completely. Error 5. Access denied. You have to run FNIS as administrator. Mod Organizer users start in Mod Organizer/mods/FNIS behavior. Nexus Mod Manager users start in Skyrim's data folder. Navigate to Tools, Generate FNIS for Users. Right-click Generate FNIS for Users.exe. Open Properties. Open the Compatibility tab. Activate the checkbox for Run this program as administrator. Select Apply, select OK. Error 53 or 2012, file not found. If you have an antivirus program, it may be stopping FNIS. Deactivate your antivirus while running the FNIS generator. If that does not work, then you made an error somewhere along the installation process and should uninstall FNIS and reinstall it and repatch. Error 2019, temporary directory does not exist. 1. Generate FNIS for Users.exe may not be installed to the game directory and is instead installed elsewhere. 2. You are trying to run Generate FNIS for Users.exe from within the archive file itself instead of having unimpacted. Or 3. You made an improper installation and need to uninstall FNIS, then reinstall it and repatch. There are a few potential reasons for this. 1. You are running a cracked version of Skyrim and no one can help you troubleshoot it, so please purchase the game and stop making people spend their time on issues that they shouldn't be. 2. You are using a custom skeleton replacer and have not either installed all of its requirements or they are in the wrong load order. Read the mods page for those mods. 3. You could be using a custom skeleton that doesn't have the necessary .hkx files. 4. You have had an error or warning message and have not resolved them when running FNIS. And 5. Your game cache is corrupted. Open the Steam application, right-click Skyrim, and go to Properties. Open the Local Files tab. Select Verify Integrity of Game Cache. The first and most likely reason for this message is that you have a cracked version of the game. We cannot help you. The second reason, make sure that you have installed Skyrim appropriately. Watch the Skyrim installation and setup guide in the video description. And 3, if you verified your cache through Steam or have yet to launch the game due to a new install, launch Skyrim from the skyrimlauncher.exe located in the Skyrim game folder in case you need to reestablish the directory path. Here are some things to check that will hopefully help if you are having issues. 1. Make sure that Skyrim is not installed to the Program Files folders. If it is installed there, go to the Skyrim folder, right-click it, and in Properties, set the security options to give you full permissions. 2. Make sure that Mod Organizer is installed to the game directory as shown in the Mod Organizer installation video linked in the description. 3. Make sure that you are running FNIS from within Mod Organizer. 4. Try setting FNIS to run as admin as shown in the common errors mentioned a few moments ago, and then go back and run FNIS through Mod Organizer. You may even want to try to run FNIS on its own and then go back to Mod Organizer and rerun it from there. 5. You may have some mods installed that require FNIS, but they also may have requirements not compatible with Windows 10, such as some sort of framework. While unlikely, I suggest you go back and read the mod pages of those mods to be sure. If none of this helps you, there is also a forum on the STEP wiki, which I will link to in the video's description, that helps Mod Organizer users troubleshoot issues with FNIS. I highly recommend that you read through what has been discussed so far there and ask questions if your issues are not resolved. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of you for watching this video and spending some of your time with me. A huge thank you to 4 for creating this mod, many others, and allowing for many others to exist and function because of him. When I created the first video, it had received quite a lot of views, and I even wanted to donate to 4 because of that, and he refused it. 4 is an awesome human being, and the modding community just would not be the same without him. I'd like to give another thank you to the Step Wiki for all of the information that they have provided and for all of the help that they have given me in the past and still. And another thank you to all of you again for supporting this channel and giving me the motivation to continue it. As always, I am Michael of GamerPoets. Thank you for watching.